6:45 in your Monday edition of Sunrise Smart Start breaking overnight. Police in Irondequoit need your help right now to find a missing woman.
They are seeking 62-year-old Isadora Pizarro. She has dementia. Police say she may need medical attention, and they tell us she's probably on foot right now. She's about 5 foot tall, last seen wearing purple pants, an orange t-shirt, and purple boots. Isadora only speaks Spanish. You're asked to call 911 if you know of her whereabouts.
A family is now suing Monroe County, claims of negligent infliction and emotional distress. This comes after they were assaulted at the Civic Center parking garage in 2022. In the lawsuit, the family states several unhoused people had taken residence in the garage that January, adding at least one of those individuals suffered from mental health issues and had previously attacked others. The family argues despite this, the county failed to take action to ensure the safety of everyone at the garage. Days after the assault, County Executive Adam Bello did announce enhanced security measures for the garage center.
Police are still searching for leads after a Rochester man was killed in a targeted shooting. This happened around 10:30 Saturday night on Wilkins Street. The 40-year-old victim was dead on the sidewalk when officers arrived. Police say the victim was hanging out in the area when he was shot multiple times. Currently, there are no suspects in custody. Police say the man did not live in the neighborhood where he was killed.
A big show of support Saturday in Pittsford for the Drag Story Hour at the store called Book Culture. Neighbors and members of the LGBTQ+ community filled the streets showing solidarity. That event comes after officials in Pittsford, town officials, tried to charge organizers with Pittsford community more than $8 grand in added security costs for the event originally scheduled at the community center. Saturday, protesters were few, supporters were great in number, and they shared some of their thoughts and about how the kids reacted.
Like, there is nobody who's more fun than drag queens.
Just knock it off. Let kids be who they want to be. Let families be who they want to be.
The town did backtrack, reverse course on the fees it wanted to charge, offering the group instead the chance to host the event as planned at the community center without the high fees. In response, Pittsford community did schedule a second event to be held there this Saturday.
Well, with a sharp rise in car thefts nationwide and in our area, AAA is partnering with Hyundai to help prevent people from becoming the next target. AAA says major insurance companies have refused to cover Hyundai owners due to the social media challenge showing people how to steal these cars, prompting the rise in thefts. AAA offering to insure these vehicles, but first there's a few things that drivers will need for those people with Hyundais prone to theft, typically made between 2010 and 2021. Hyundai is promising to roll out anti-theft software. Drivers also encouraged to purchase a steering wheel lock, which Hyundai says they will reimburse.
The Hyundai portion of it is that they're promising to have the anti-theft, like the steering wheel lock, the software update, which is pretty much guaranteed to stop all the theft that's going on from the social media impact. But not only that, AAA really is putting aside the risk aspect of it and really focusing on what the members need, which is insurance right now.
Of course, these thefts also impacting Kia drivers as well, but right now, no word yet on AAA coverage for those cars.
Local volunteer firefighters are laying out their goals for the current state legislative session to recruit more volunteer firefighters. They're facing a big shortage of volunteers, which could lead to more problems down the road. To help offset that, several pieces of legislation are in the works to better compensate these first responders. One priority being making sure the volunteers injured during a call in the line of duty receive more financial aid. The Firefighters Association for New York says under the current standards, a volunteer who gets hurt during a call receives less compensation compared to other workers that get injured. But that's just one of many changes they're calling for.
Right now, we're having a legislation convention for FASD of what's going on with bills.
And FASD, through the FASD board, we have a talented board led by President Edward Tace, are working to attempt to increase retention and recruitment through various legislative initiatives as well as other things that we could do to help with the recruitment and retention.
Group members tell us if the number of volunteers continues to dwindle, more issues will pop up. Every year for April, we take time to celebrate Earth Month, all through raising awareness around the issues that affect our environment.
Yeah, Jatira Marsh is back in studio with us now, sharing the thoughts of a local group of women on why taking action now for this is so important. Jatira?
Natalie Brennan, the Rochester Women's Council is designed to recognize and empower professional women. One of the things they do is a monthly program series to cover different topics to help advance women in the workforce. Each April, the council gets together to discuss things that women can do both in their professional and personal lives related to the environment and sustainability, along with helping to advance climate action. Abby McHugh-Griffa, Executive Director of Climate Solutions Accelerator, shares why the target audience is women.
There's a place for everyone, so even if someone doesn't think, oh, I'm an environmentalist, or, you know, that this makes sense, you know, this is clearly part of my job, I think the point is it's all of our job, and we all have a shared interest in moving environmental stewardship forward.
In the panel, the women discussed the type of things that they do on a day-to-day, what pushbacks have been encountered, and recommendations there are for others. You can learn more about their upcoming events at rockwomen'scouncil.org. Natalie, Brennan, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jatira. More headlines we're following this morning. Authorities are urging the public to come forward with any info as they investigate a deadly mass shooting at a dance studio in Alabama.
The celebration in the small town of Dadeville turned into tragedy with gunfire at a teenager's birthday party Saturday night. 4 people were killed, dozens more injured.
Over the weekend, church bells rang as crowds came out for a solemn ceremony to honor those killed in the Boston Marathon bombings 10 years ago. Today, once again on the streets of Boston, the 127th running of the marathon is taking place under tight security measures.
And a crucial week ahead in the battle over access to an abortion pill more than 2 decades after the FDA approved it. On Friday, the Supreme Court temporarily preserved access to mifepristone after an emergency appeal by the Biden administration. Justices considering whether to intervene in the court battle over the drug after a judge in Texas prevented its approval and an appeals panel imposed restrictions on access to the pill.
Time is 6:52. Let's get some updates on your weather for this new week with our meteorologist James Gilbert. We've been tracking some rain this morning.
Yeah, what a surprise after such a nice long stretch of beautiful weather. The rain is here, not for long though, so if you can hold off another hour or two, then you'll be in good shape. But otherwise, you got to get outside the house. Grab the umbrella, the rain jacket. We've got showers around this morning. A little breeze starting to pick up there as well. And by the afternoon, temperatures not impressing much. Mid-50s for most, Maston 57, but you look at Albion really struggling there, only in the lower 50s. Warmer air should still be in place across Penn Yan, 58, Canandaigua 56. But you look over into Wyoming County, Warsaw, Arcade stuck in the upper 40s. We'll take a look at the 8-day forecast coming up at the end of the show. Brendan, Natalie?
Thank you, James. Sunrise traffic at 6:53. All the minor accidents we've been covering this morning since 6 o'clock have cleared from the map. Only thing showing up, some of the ongoing road construction projects happening. So slow down and move over for those crews when you can. Doesn't feel like it today and this week, but the 80-degree temps over the weekend is sure sign that summer is on its way. That means it's time for market season as well.
Yeah, it was pretty nice for that short while. Brighton Farmers Market celebrated their 16th opening yesterday, Sunday. Vendors offering all kinds of local products from maple syrup to different types of vegetables. Rochester groups like Color Brighton Green made an appearance, giving tips on how you can better live sustainably. Local vendors encouraging visitors to join in on the fun, saying everyone is welcome.
The Brighton market is an inclusive community. Everything is self-sustained, and it's just a great market for people to come. It's family-friendly, pet-friendly, live music, food trucks. You can't get any better.
Officials add they want the event to be an all-inclusive space here where all community members feel celebrated. The market has roughly 30 vendors. It runs every Sunday morning from 9 a.m. to 1 from now all the way through Thanksgiving.
Rain showers this morning, but those taper off. So just on the first part of your bus stop forecast, but otherwise in good shape.
All right. Not a bad start to Monday.
You going to come back tomorrow?
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yes.
Couple weeks.
Not bad. Awesome to have you. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings coming your way next.